as an SLBM designed for the development on the Arihant-class nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines. K5 is all set to significantly elevate India's second strike potential. China's rapid naval and missile modernization, including the deployment of JL-2 and JL-3 SLBMs, has expanded Beijing's deterrence envelope across the Indo-Pacific. Namaskar friends, I welcome you all to the digital media of Uday India, and today in Bharatata Ka Sankrant I want to tell you that India's pursuit of a credible nuclear threat has steadily advanced over the past 2 decades, and the development of the K5 submarine launched ballistic missile SLBM represents a decisive leap in this direction. Conceived under the DRDO's highly classified case-rich missile program, tailored exclusively for India's sea-based strategic assets, the K5 aims to fill the crucial gap between India's current underwater strike capabilities and the long-range precision India requires in an evolving global security landscape. As an SLBM designed for the development on the Arihant-class nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, K5 is all set to significantly elevate India's second strike potential, thereby strengthening the long-term stability of its nuclear deterrence posture. The Arihant-class SSBNs today are armed with the K-15 approximately 750 km range and K-4 around 3500 km range, both of which grant India basic regional deterrence. However, the K-4's range still necessitates deployment relatively close to hostile source, restricting patrol routes and increasing detection risks. The K5, with a projected reach of 5,000 to 6,000 km, is designed to precisely to overcome these constraints. A missile of such extended range will allow Indian submarines to operate from secure bases within the Indian Ocean while still being capable of striking strategic targets deep inside potential adversaries' territories. This shift reduces vulnerability, enhances survivability, and firmly consolidates India's second strike assurance, which sits at the core of its no first use doctrine. One of the most consequential aspects of the K5's development lies in its potential integration of MIRV, multiple independently targeted re-entry vehicle technology. Should India operationalize MIRVs on SLBMs, it would mark a transformational milestone. MIRVs allows a single missile to carry multiple warheads, each capable of striking separate targets, multiplying deterrence value while complicating the adversary's missile defense architecture. For a limited but modernizing nuclear arsenal like India's, MIRVs on the K5 would provide strategic depth without necessitating an expansion of warhead numbers, aligning deterrence needs with India's stated commitment to responsible nuclear management. Although details remain classified as a typical for systems forming part of a nation's most secretive nuclear command structure, the K5's development timeline appears to be synchronized with India's broader plans to expand its SSBN fleet. The Arihant class will eventually be followed by more advanced S4 and S5 submarines, the latter of which are expected to have the size and payload capacity to house larger missile compartments. The K5 thus fits into a long-term roadmap hinting at a future where India may field multiple submarines capable of carrying long-range SLBMs, ensuring continuous at-sea deterrence, an operational ideal for nuclear-armed maritime powers. The strategic contest surrounding the K5 is equally relevant. China's rapid naval and missile modernisation, including the deployment of JL-2 and JL-3 SLBMs, has expanded Beijing's deterrence envelope across the Indo-Pacific. India's response has been measured but deliberate, focusing on credible survivability rather than numerical parity. Long-range SLBM such as K5 serves as a counterbalance, ensuring that India's deterrent remains viable despite shifts in regional power equations. Moreover, the Indian Ocean remains far more favorable to India's submarine operations than contested waters near the South China Sea or to China's, giving New Delhi a structural advantage that long-range SLBMs further amplify. In essence, the K5 is not merely a missile project, it is a strategic signal. It underscores India's resolve to secure a robust, survivable, and modern nuclear posture in a world marked by sharpening geopolitical rivalries and expanding missile defense shields. By extending ranges, enhancing striking versatility, and integrating advanced technologies like MIRVs, the K5 strengthens India's deterrent credibility while ensuring stability in a region where strategic balances are in constant flux. If successfully inducted, it will become a cornerstone of India's nuclear architecture, quietly patrolling beneath the waves but exerting human influence far beyond them. That's all for today. Stay tuned with Uday India and subscribe to Uday India. Thank you.